Goodfellas, Casino watched countless times. To me, it still doesn't stack up to those movies in terms of some of the fluidity of certain parts of the scenes. But to you, Max, like from your perspective, like what would be your particular rating, like from 1 to 4 stars for this film?
I'm gonna give it 4 stars.
Whoa! Oh my goodness! Sound the
Whoa!
alarm! Sound the alarm!
Somebody call Savon.
Sound the
Get him
alarm!
on
Sound the speed dial.
I mean, well, I'm gonna say that because of like it like at some point you forget like these are like old men too, like
That is fair.
in real life
That's
and
true.
in the story.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
But you know like you've seen people do movies and it's almost like like they are like on auto zone, like like they're automatic, like they've done the same movie, work with the same director, like, but just the way they told the story and the different things that are just being like, oh, I'm thinking about one of the actors who talks about no matter what the movie is, he wants to come in, he wants to know like what was this character's life like, or how did they grow up, and like sometimes the movie might be a small thing or they don't even think about those kind of things, but like you can tell a movie like this, like you can see like how Frank has to kind of go in between people and know when to say something, know like the internal struggles, like you can see like this is like a real struggle, and you forget like you're watching De Niro and Pacino, like all these guys who have done different movies that we know them from, and it's like they pulled away from those still, and we're able to put this together. Like I didn't realize even Joe Pesci and De Niro are I think the same age, or I think Pesci might be a year older. And I'm just like I didn't realize. But I think I think they did a pretty good job in the way they the acting and how deep the characters went. I thought it was pretty good.
The narration
And
part,
like the Nero's narration was like you almost felt like you were a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm about to catch somebody.
Might get me going, man.
Might get me going.
Like,
Definitely. Yeah.
Max. I think I'm right now. I have 3 on kind of what I have, and honestly that's attributed to kind of the length of the film. But here's the deal. I mean, like, my goodness, The Godfather, all of them are just as long, right? I mean, Godfather 1 is not as long as The Irishman, but I mean, there's some moments where it's like, so I can't necessarily blame it on like, on like it's like too slow. I don't think it's a slow film. I think it's just so long, and if